You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real as Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered daily digital show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. You can make this possible. Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms, what she's done is she's issued an executive order to lessen the impact of the new law. The administrative order directs the city's chief equity officer to develop a plan of action to expand access to the ballot box. In a statement released by the mayor, it reads in part that the order will include measures such as coordinating with ATL 311 and the mayor's office of constituent services to disseminate information to city residents on how to obtain the forms of identification required for absentee voting, coordinating with the operational departments to include QR codes or links to websites providing information regarding voter registration and absentee voting and water bills and other mailings, working with corporate and community partners to develop and implement public service announcements and other communications to provide clarity on new voting-related deadlines and timelines. Again, that's what happens when you have a black mayor who is leading. All of this is important, folks, because it shows you what is happening there in Georgia. Joining us right now is Cliff Albright, co-founder of Black Voters Matter. Cliff, glad to have you on here. First of all, let me get your reaction to the Fulton County DA saying, we ain't wasting our damn time charging the representative for knocking on the door.
Yeah, basically the Fulton County DA said the same thing that most of us, most black folks in particular, have been saying. Y'all need to stop with this foolishness. So, again, DAs matter, right? Who's in these offices matter, right? And so yeah, we're glad to see that response from the DA. We're also glad to see some of the actions that the mayor has announced in terms of her executive order. Of course, it's not going to be enough to completely counter the Jim Crowness of this new law, but like you said, that's what happens when you have a mayor that at least understands the importance of voting rights. On that note, brief tangent, but as you know, that's why it's important that the people of St. Louis are about to have such a mayor. That's another story.
As well, and of course, also want to get your thoughts on the mayor of Atlanta pushing that executive order using her power to try to curb the nonsense in Senate Bill 202 signed into law by Governor Brian Kemp.
I missed that.
The decision by the mayor to release her executive order to try to mitigate some of the problems with the bill signed into law by Governor Brian Kemp.
Yeah, no, we support that. We support that. We support the Gwinnett County solicitor or DA who said that they will not prosecute people that give out water and food to people that are waiting in lines. But again, in both of these situations, neither one of those can actually, outdo the fact that the law exists. Even the solicitor saying that they're not going to prosecute, doesn't change the fact that if it's on the books, you might get some road cops that decide that they want to arrest somebody. Somebody can still be intimidated. Somebody can still be arrested. It still sends a chilling effect. And so, we appreciate these offers. They're important actions for mayors and solicitors or DAs to take to send a message that, that we reject this law. But until we actually get the law repealed, there's but so much that folks in those situations are going to be able to do. I will say that, cities that take the step of doing everything they can, while they got people getting water bills, utility bills, or the like, to get this information out there, to do PSAs, that's actually part of what we're even asking these corporations that we're trying to hold accountable to do. Help us to get the message out, one, about these bills and fighting these bills, but if they get passed, then help us to mediate some of the impacts of these bad laws.
All right, folks, back to our Roland Martin Unfiltered video in just one moment.
It's time to be smart. When we control our institutions, we win. This is the most important news show on television of any racial background. Y'all put $2, $3, $4, $5, $10, $15, $20, $30 on this and keep this going. What you've done, Roland, since this crisis came out in full bloom. Anybody watching this, tell your friends. Go back and look at the last 2 weeks, especially of Roland Martin Unfiltered. Hell, go back and look at the last 2 days. You've had sitting United States senators today, Klobuchar and Harris. Whatever you have that you can bring to Roland Martin Unfiltered to support it, please do, because this information may literally save your life.
Watch Roland Martin Unfiltered daily at 6 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, or Periscope, or go to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered Daily Digital Show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Our goal is to get 20,000 of our fans contributing $50 each for the whole year. You can make this possible. RolandMartinUnfiltered.com.